Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. I'm Hasham Ali Khan. So now I'm going to start the next problem, problem number 11. So totally 10 problems I have completed. 10 main problems on consignment I have completed till the last video. Now 11th problem I'm going to start. So if you want the complete command on this subject, on this topic of consignment accounts, watch all the videos from beginning till end. Don't join in between and don't leave in between. Otherwise, you will not be able to completely understand the topic. It's very interesting, easy if you continuously watch all the videos. So if you have not watched the earlier videos, I suggest you to go to the playlist of my channel. Select the subject Financial Accounting 2. Select the topic Consignment Accounts. Watch the initial videos. You will get to know what is the meaning of consignment and what are the accounts to be maintained by consignor, consignee, what are the journal entries, all these things. If you know, then only you can understand this topic. Now I'm going to start 11th problem. So before starting the 11th, I expect my viewers to have a printout of the problems which I have given in the link under my description. So take a printout, keep it ready and start watching this problem. 11th problem I'm reading out. Krishna of Madras sent some piece goods to Mukherjee of Calcutta. So Krishna is the consignor and Mukherjee is the consignee. To be sold on behalf of Krishna, Mukherjee getting a commission of 10% on sales, including del credar commission. So percentage of commission is 10% on sales, but this 10% includes del credar commission, meaning if bad debt arises, then the loss on account of bad debts will be borne by consignee because consignor is giving del credar commission. Now all expenses were to be borne by Krishna. The invoice value of the goods was 30,000 made up as cost plus 20%. See here, this is the new point in this problem. First time we are coming across. The invoice price of the goods is 30,000 and this 30,000 is made up of cost plus 20%. But we don't know what is the cost. We want the loading. Loading means invoice price minus cost price. We have the invoice price 30,000, but we don't have the cost price. It is saying cost plus 20% is the invoice price. How much is the cost price? Not known. So first I will calculate what is the cost price in working note. In working note, invoice price of goods sent is 30,000. which was made up of cost plus 20%. It is given in the problem. Suppose the cost be 100. I am supposing that the cost will be 100. So invoice price loading will be 20%. Loading is 20%. So loading is 20. So invoice price is nothing but cost plus loading. 100 plus 20. 120 will be the invoice price. So according to our assumption, if the cost is 100, 20 is the loading, 120 is the invoice price. But what is our actual invoice price given in the problem? 30,000 is the actual invoice price. So when the invoice price is 30,000, how much would be the cost according to this equation? So 30,000 divided by 120 into 100, you will get 25,000. Now we got 25,000 rupees is the cost price and 30,000 is the invoice price. So what is the difference? 30,000 minus 25,000, 5,000 rupees is the total loading. So total loading, invoice price minus cost price, 30,000 minus 25, 5,000. So 5,000 rupees is the total loading. Now it is given in the problem, 4/5 of the goods are sold. 4/5 of the goods are sold. So remaining unsold, 1/5. 1/5 is remaining unsold. So loading in unsold stock. Loading in unsold stock is 1/5. Because 4/5 is sold, 1/5 is unsold. So 1/5 of 5,000 comes to 1,000. These 2 points you have to remember. The total loading is 5,000 and the loading in unsold stock is 1,000. You remember this. Next, Krishna spent rupees 1,000 on forwarding and packing. Krishna is the consignor. So consignor spent 1,000 rupees as direct expenses. Mukherjee paid the following. Freight and cartage to go down. That means up to go down. The freight and cartage paid is 3,000. This is direct expense. Any expenditure incurred by the consignee to take the goods up to the place of go down. That's a direct expense. After reaching go down, any expenditure is incurred, that is indirect. So here Mukherjee has spent stores 500, insurance of godown 300, miscellaneous 200, 500, 300, 200, 1000. These 1000 rupees are indirect, whereas this 3000 rupees are direct. The total 4000 rupees consignee has spent. That point you have to remember. At the end of 3 months, Mukherjee reported that he had sold 4/5 of the goods for rupees 30,000. Entire goods are not sold. Only 4/5 of the goods are sold. 1/5 is unsold. That is stock. We have to find out the value of 1/5. One customer who had bought on credit failed to pay 800 due from him. That means the consignee has sold on credit to a customer and 800 rupees are due from him, but it has become bad debt. Now 800 rupees is a bad debt loss. Who should bear this? Consignee. Mukherjee should bear it, because consignor is giving del credar commission. So this 800 rupees will not come in the books of Krishna, consignor. He is not bothered. In the books of Mukherjee, that will come. Then Mukherjee settled his account. That means whatever amount is due, Mukherjee has paid it to Krishna. Prepare important ledger account in the books of both the parties. Ultimately, it is asking you to prepare ledger accounts in the books of both the parties. First of all, I am preparing ledger accounts in the books of Krishna, consignor. So consignor will open consignment account, consignee Mukherjee's account, goods sent on consignment account. I have not prepared. So goods sent on consignment account and consignment stock account, two more small accounts you have to prepare. I don't have the space, that's why I have not prepared it. Anyway, so first entry. When goods are sent by consignor to consignee, the entry will be consignment account data to goods sent on consignment at invoice price. What is the invoice price? 30,000 is the invoice price. So consignment account debit side to goods sent on consignment, 30,000 entry over. First entry completed. Second entry, expenses paid by Krishna. Krishna has spent 1000 rupees on forwarding, packing and forwarding. So consignment account data to bank. Consignment account data to bank. Next entry will be the goods sold by Mukherjee. Goods are sold by 4/5 of the goods are sold by Mukherjee. So entry will be Mukherjee account data to consignment. Mukherjee account data to consignment. So Mukherjee account debited to consignment 30,000. Consignment account credited by Mukherjee 30,000 over. Now expenses. Total expenses paid by Mukherjee is 4,000 given in the problem. Entry will be consignment account data to Mukherjee. So consignment account is debited to Mukherjee, expenses 4,000, and Mukherjee account credited by consignment 4,000 expenses. Next comes commission. 10% is the commission on sales. How much are the sales? 30,000. 10% of 30,000 is 3,000. Entry will be consignment account data to Mukherjee account. Every problem we are passing the same entry. Consignment account data to Mukherjee. So consignment account debit side to Mukherjee 3,000 commission, and Mukherjee account credit side by consignment 3,000 commission. That's all. Now we have to find out what is the stock value of unsold stock. So in working note I am going to show you value of unsold stock. Value of unsold stock. Invoice price of 1/5, because 4/5 of the goods are sold. 4/5. 4/5 of the goods are sold, so remaining is 1/5. So invoice price of 1/5 of stock unsold. What is the total invoice price? 30,000. So 1/5 of 30,000 is 6,000. Now proportionate direct expenses. In this problem, direct expenses are paid by consignor as well as consignor. Consignor expenses always direct. So how much consignor expenses? 1,000. So complete consignors 1,000. Consignee has spent 4,000, but in that 4,000, 3,000 are direct. That means freight and cartage to take the goods to the place of go down. That is direct. After reaching the goods at the go down, the expenditure incurred afterwards will be indirect. That will not be taken. So out of 4,000, 3,000 are direct. So consignee 3,000, freight and cartage. Take the total 4,000. So total direct expense are 4,000, but we take proportionate. How much is the proportion? 1/5. Unsold stock is only 1/5. So 1 by 5 into 4,800 is the proportionate direct expense. Add up 6,000 plus 800. 6,800 is the proportionate direct expenses. 6,800 is the value of the unsold stock. So what is the entry? Consignment stock account data to consignment. Consignment stock account data to consignment. So consignment account credit side by consignment stock 6,800. I have taken this. Now we have to remove the loading. How much is the total loading? 5,000 rupees is the total loading. The entry for removing the total loading is goods sent on consignment account data to consignment. For your help, I am writing it here. Entry for removing total loading. Goods sent on consignment account data to consignment. Remember the entries. If you are perfect on entries, the chapter is very, very easy. So goods sent on consignment account data to consignment. Consignment account should be credited. So credit side by goods sent on consignment loading 5,000. This is the total loading. Right? Now we have to remove the loading in unsold stock. The unsold stock, how much is the proportion of unsold stock? 1/5. So 1/5 of 5,000 is 1,000. The loading in unsold stock is 1,000. The entry will be consignment account data to consignment stock reserve. Remember, consignment account data to consignment stock reserve 1,000. Entry for removing loading in unsold stock. Consignment account data to consignment stock reserve 1,000. So consignment account should be debited to consignment stock reserve loading 1,000. That's all. Already I explained you all these things in the theory video in the beginning. When goods are sent at invoice price, additional to adjustment entries will be passed for removing the loading. Loading in total goods and loading in unsold stock. This is the entry for loading in total goods and this is the loading for unsold stock. That's it. I have taken all the values. Now take the total of the credit side, 41,800. From 41,800 deduct all ticked items. Balancing figure 2,800. What is this? Profit. Credit side is more, debit side is less. Balancing figure is the profit. Entry will be consignment account data to profit and loss account. Finished. Now Mukherjee account, consignee account. Debit side we have 30,000. He sold the goods for 30,000. Out of which he has spent 4,000 rupees, he deduct. His commission is 3,000, he deduct. And remaining 23,000 rupees, he will send it. Last line it is given, Mukherjee has settled the account. He has paid the amount to Krishna. So Krishna got the money. Bank account data to Mukherjee. Bank account data to Mukherjee. So Mukherjee's account created by bank, balancing figure 23,000, final amount received. That's it. So I have completed all the accounts, ledger accounts in the books of the consignor. Now I am coming to the books of the consignee. Mukherjee is the consignee. Ledger accounts. He will open two accounts. The first account is Krishna's account. Who is Krishna? Consignor. So consignor's account is opened. Right? First of all, he sold the goods. He got the money. So he will debit bank account. Bank account data to Krishna account. He will debit bank account because he is receiving. Who is receiving? Mukherjee. Consignee is Mukherjee. Mukherjee sold the goods and he got the money. He debited bank account. But whose money is this? Krishna. So bank account data to Krishna. So Krishna's account is credited by bank sale 30,000. Now Mukherjee has spent 4,000 rupees expenses. So entry will be Krishna account data to bank. Because he is paying 4,000, so bank account is created. For whom he is paying? He is paying on behalf of Krishna. So Krishna account data, debit side to bank. Secondly, commission. 3,000 rupees is getting the commission. So commission is an income. Commission is a gain. So commission should be credited. Which account should be debited? Krishna. So Krishna account data to commission. So Krishna debit side to commission 3,000. That's all. Now final amount 23,000 rupees is the final amount which is paid by Mukherjee to Krishna. So Krishna account data to bank. So Krishna account debit side to bank. Balancing figure 23,000. That's all. 30,000. Account closed. Now when commission is received, the entry will be Krishna account data to commission. So commission is credited, commission account is credited by Krishna 3000. But the whole 3000 is not the gain, because Mukherjee is bearing the loss of bad debts. How much are the bad debts? 800 rupees is the bad debts. So he's getting a gain of 3000 and he's incurring a loss of 800. So bad debts entry will be commission account debtor to bad debts. Commission account debtor to bad debts. So here debit side to bad debts 800. To bad debts 800. Now remaining will be transferred to profit and loss account. So to profit and loss account balancing figure 2200. The net gain to consignee is 2200 from this consignment. Net gain, right? Here I am writing not only bank, by bank and debtors, because he is selling the goods on cash as well as credit. He is selling the goods on cash as well as credit. So how much cash sales, how much credit sales, we don't know. But the total sales we know 30,000. That's it. So this is the end of problem number 11. So totally 11 problems I have completed on consignment. Come on, now we'll start the next problem. Problem number 12. On 1st January 2013, Badri of Bombay consigned 100 cases, cost price 7,500 at a proforma invoice price of 25% profit on sale to his agent Anil of Allahabad. So actually 100 cases are sent by Badri. This is the consignor. Consignor is Badri and consignee is Anil. And 100 cases are sent. The cost price 7,500. But invoice price is 25% on sales. Sales means invoice price. So 25% is not on cost. If it is given 25% on cost, we would have calculated 25% on 7,500. 7,500 is the cost price, but it is not asking you to calculate 25% on cost. It is asking you to calculate 25% on sales. Sales means invoice price. So we have to find out what is the invoice price. So here in working note, first of all, I am showing you the working note. Cost price is given as 7,500. Invoice price is given 25% on sales. Sales means invoice price. We don't have invoice price. We have cost price. But this 25% is on invoice price. When we don't have invoice price, we suppose let the invoice price be 100. If the invoice price is 100, 25% is the loading. So 25% of 100 is 25. 25 is the loading. When invoice price minus loading, you will get cost price. Invoice price minus loading, you will get the cost price. So 100 minus 25 is 75. We got the equation. What is it? If invoice price is 100, loading is 25, cost price is 75. What is our actual cost price? Actual cost price is 7,500. So when 7,500 is the cost price, how much would be the load? How much would be the invoice price? If the cost price is 7,500, how much would be the invoice price? So 7,500 divided by 75 into 100, you will get 10,000. That means the invoice price is 10,000 and the cost price is 7,500. So loading, total loading will be invoice price minus cost price. 10,000 minus 7,500. 2,500 is the total loading. Now, what is the loading per case? How many cases are sent? 100 cases. So 2,500 divided by 100 means 25 rupees is the loading per case for one case. So how much is the loading in unsold stock? Actually 80 cases are sold. It is given in the last line. Out of 100 cases, 80 cases are sold. So 20 cases are remaining unsold. So each case, how much is the loading? 25 rupees. So 20 into 25 is 500 rupees. Now we want two things. How much is the total loading and how much is the loading in unsold stock? Total loading is 2,500 and loading in unsold stock is 500. Keep it in mind. That is a new point given in the problem. Now see further. On same date, Badri paid non-recurring expense 600. Badri means that is the consignor. The consignor paid non-recurring expenses 600. On 10th January, Anil took the delivery and paid 1,200 for octroi and other duties and remitted 4,000 rupees as advanced against consignment. So Anil is the consignee. He received the consignment and paid octroi and other duties. These are direct expenses. So here consignor paid direct expenses, consignee also paid direct expenses, and 4,000 rupees advance given by Anil to Badri as advance. On 31st January, he sold 80 cases for 10,500. Out of 100 cases, 80 cases are sold, so 20 cases are remaining unsold. Then Anil is entitled to 5% commission on gross sales and 10% on the sale price in excess of invoice price. So we have to calculate in working notes the commission to consignee, 5% on gross sales and 10% on any sales which is over the invoice price. Give journal entries and show ledger accounts in the books of both the parties. So in this problem, we have to pass the journal entries and ledger accounts in the books of Badri and in the books of Anil. Badri is the consignor. So first of all, I am starting the journal entry in the books of Badri. Books of Badri, consignor, journal entries. The first journal entry, when goods are sent on consignment, consignment account data to goods sent on consignment. Consignment account data to goods sent on consignment, being the goods sent on consignment at invoice price. What is the invoice price? 10,000. When goods are sent at invoice price, the first entry should be at invoice price, being the goods sent on consignment at invoice price. Secondly, Badri has paid non-recurring expenses. So consignment account data to bank. So consignment account data to bank 600, being the expenses paid. These are the expenses paid by Badri, consignor. Next, consignment account data to Anil account, consignee. Consignee has received the goods and paid freight and octroi 1200 rupees. So these are the expenses paid by consignee. So entry consignment account data to Anil account 1200, being the expenses paid by consignee. Next, bank account data to Anil account. Anil has sent advance money 4,000 rupees. So Badri has received 4,000. So bank account data, who is the giver? Anil. So bank account data to Anil 4,000, being the advance money received from consignee. Anil account data to consignment. Now goods are sold. The consignee Anil has sold the goods. 80 cases he has sold for rupees 10,500. 80 cases are sold for rupees 10,500. Entry Anil account data to consignment 10,500, being goods sold by consignee. Next, consignment account data to Anil account. This is for commission. 775 is the commission. How we arrive the commission? Here in working notes I have explained. See, calculation of commission in working note. Commission is given in the problem 5% on gross sales plus 10% on sale price in excess of invoice price. Specifically given in the problem 5% on gross sales and 10% on sales value which is over than the invoice price. So we will find out how much is the excess sale price over invoice price. So here actual sale price is 10,500 given in the problem. The consignee has sold the goods for 10,500. How many cases he has sold? 80 cases he has sold. So actual sale price 10,500. What is the invoice price of 80 cases? Per case invoice price is 100, because see here total invoice price is 10,000. 10,000 is the total invoice price. How many cases are sent? 100. So 10,000 divided by 100, you will get 100. So per case invoice price is 100. So 80 into 100, 8,000. So 80 cases ka invoice price is 8,000. So 8,000 invoice price, he has sold it for 10,500. So how much is the excess sale price? 2,500 is the excess sale price. Now we can calculate the commission, normal commission. 5% on sales. So 5% of 10,500, 525. And 10% special commission. 10% on sale price which is over than the invoice price. 10% of 2,500, 250. So 525 plus 250, 775 is the total commission due to consignee. The entry will be consignment account data to Anil account 775. Consignment account debtor to Anil, being the commission due to consignee. Now consignment stock. We have to find out what is the value of 20 cases unsold here. Value of unsold stock. So invoice price of 20 cases unsold. So 20 into 100. Each case invoice price is 100. 10,000 divided by 100 is equal to 100 rupees per case invoice price. So 20 cases into 100, 2,000. Proportionate direct expense. Consignor has spent 600 rupees and consignee has spent 1200. Consignee's expenses are also direct in this problem because freight and cartage. So 1800 rupees total direct expense on how many cases? 100 cases. But how many units are remaining unsold? 20. So for 100 cases 1800, for 20 cases how much? So 20 by 100 into 1800, 360. 360 is the proportionate direct expenses. Now add up 2000 plus 360, 2360. This is the value of unsold stock. The entry will be consignment stock account debtor to consignment. Here, consignment stock account debtor to consignment 2360, being the value of unsold stock. Being the value of unsold stock. Now, goods sent on consignment account debtor to consignment. This is the loading. What is the total loading? 2500. Here we have calculated total loading. Whenever goods are sent at invoice price, two adjustment entries are required. First, removing the total loading, and second, removing the loading in unsold stock. So these are the two entries. The first entry will be removing the loading in unsold, removing the loading, total loading, removing the total loading. Entry will be goods sent on consignment account debtor to consignment. Already previous problem also I told you, two additional entries. Goods sent on consignment account debtor to consignment. So goods sent on consignment account debtor to consignment 2500, being the total loading in goods sent. Now second, loading in unsold stock. How much is the loading in unsold stock? Here we have calculated 500. So entry will be consignment account debtor to consignment stock reserve. Consignment account debtor to consignment stock reserve. Here you can see consignment account debtor to consignment stock reserve 500, being the loading in goods unsold. Last one is profit or loss on consignment. This entry we can pass only after preparing consignment account, because by preparing consignment account we can be able to get the profit or loss. After finding out profit or loss, we pass the entry. Here we are getting a profit of 2285. We are getting a profit of 2285. So entry will be consignment account debtor to profit and loss account. So consignment account debtor to profit and loss account 2285, being the profit on consignment. So journal entries I have explained. Now I have to post these journal entries into the ledger accounts. It is asking you to prepare both journal as well as ledger. So I have opened consignment account, Anil account. Anil is the consignee. Goods sent on consignment account and consignment stock account. Totally 4 accounts I have prepared in the books of the consignor. Now one by one journal entry will post it. First entry, consignment account debtor to goods sent on consignment. So consignment account is debited 10,000 and goods sent on consignment should be credited 10,000. Come on, I am putting a tick mark so that we can be able to know which is posted. Second one, consignment account debtor to bank 600. Consignment debit side to bank 600. Next, consignment account debtor to Anil account 1200. So consignment account debit side to Anil 1200 and Anil account credit side by consignment 1200. Right? Next, bank account debtor to Anil account. So Anil account should be credited by bank 4000, by bank 4000. Next entry, Anil account debtor to consignment. So Anil account should be debited by 10,500 and consignment account should be credited by 10,500. Next, consignment account debtor to Anil account 775. So consignment account debit side to Anil 775. Anil account is credited by consignment 775. Then consignment stock account debtor to consignment. So consignment account is created by consignment stock 2360 and consignment stock should be debited. So consignment stock is debited 2360. Then goods sent on consignment account data to consignment. The goods sent on consignment should be debited to consignment, and consignment should be created by goods sent on consignment 2500. Next is consignment account data to stock reserve. So consignment account debit side to consignment stock reserve 500. Or all the entries I have posted. Now I will find out the balance. Here total 3 items are there, all the 3 are ticked. So take the total 15,360. 15,360 minus 1, 2, 3, 4. These 4 amounts you deduct, 5 amounts. These 5 amounts you deduct. The balancing figure is 2285. So credit side is more, debit side is less. So there is a profit of 2,285. The entry will be consignment account data to profit and loss account. That's all. This account is closed. Now we'll find out how much is the balance amount due from Anil. Anil has not settled the account. Still amount is due from Anil. How much? So Anil account debit side 10,500. From this deduct 4,000, deduct 1,200, deduct 775. So 4,525 is the balance amount due from Anil. So by balance carried down, balancing figure. Balancing figure. Now goods sent on consignment account. The goods sent on consignment balance amount should be transferred to trading account. The entry will be goods sent on consignment account data to trading account. So here trading account balancing figure 7,500. 10,000 minus 2,500, 7,500. Consignment stock. Consignment stock 2,360. Simply you have to take a carried down, brought down balance. Take the same total by balance carried down 2,360 to balance brought down 2,360. That's all. So I have explained you the journal entries, ledger accounts and working notes. So comparatively this problem is a little bit difficult problem. First of all, invoice price. You have to be careful regarding how to calculate the invoice price. Secondly, commission complications are there in commission calculation. So watch this video twice, thrice. Definitely you can be able to understand it. Now I am coming to the books of Anil. Anil is the consignee. So books of Anil consignee, journal entries. The first entry, Badri account data to bank. As soon as he receives the goods, he has paid the octroi, freight, etc. 1,200 rupees. The expenses he has paid. Anil has paid. So bank account is credited. For whom he has paid? He has paid for Badri. He is paying on behalf of Badri. So Badri account data are to bank 1,200. Being the expenses paid. Next one is Badri account data to bank. 4,000 rupees advance money he has sent. Anil has sent advance money to Badri. So cash is going out. So bank account is credited. Who is the receiver? Badri. So Badri account data to bank 4,000. Being the advance money sent. Next is bank account data to Badri. Now goods are sold. Anil has sold the goods for 10,500. So he got the money. So he's debiting bank account debit. But this money belongs to Badri. So bank account data to Badri, being the goods sold. Last item is commission. 775 is the commission to Anil. So entry will be Badri account data to commission account. Commission account is credited. Badri account data to commission, being the commission due from Badri. That's all. So these are the journal entries in the books of Anil, consignee. Now simply only one account is needed. Consignee will open only one account. Whose account? Consignor's account, Badri's account. So here Badri's account, consignor. Now simply we post this entry. Post these entries into the ledger account. First entry, Badri account data to bank. Badri account data to bank. So Badri account debit side to bank 1,200. We have posted the first entry. Second entry, Badri account data to bank. Again, Badri account is debited to bank, advance 4,000. Next, bank account data to Badri account. Badri account is credited by bank, 10,500. Last entry, Badri account data to commission account. So Badri account debit side to commission 775. That's all. We have posted all the entries. Now we find out what is the balance. So credit side 10,500. So from 10,500 deduct minus 1,200 minus 4,000 minus 775. So 4,525 to balance carried down, balancing figure. By balance brought down 4,525. That means 4,525 is the amount still due to Badri. That's it. So this is the end of problem number 12. Totally 12 problems. From here onwards, the problems are a little bit difficult. Up to 10 problems, the problems are very, very easy. But if you directly join these problems, these videos, you may not be able to understand. If you want a complete grasp, watch all the videos from beginning, then only you will be in a position to understand these advanced problems on consignment. So I have explained each and every point on consignment. So if you are satisfied with my lecture, give a like to the video. Share my channel in your group, in your friend circle, so that more students can watch the video and enhance their knowledge. Give your comments on these videos. And lastly, don't forget to subscribe my channel if you are not yet subscribed. Inshallah, we will continue the next problem in the next video.